Hi, this is Jennifer from SimpleScrapper.com, and this is your weekly pep talk. Okay, so for this week's pep talk, I want to talk to you a little bit about changing up a project to better meet your needs, to have a project evolve over time, and to just overall simplify things so that you can get it done in a way that makes you happy and saves a little time. And I'm going to use the example of my Week in the Life album. I first attempted this project in 2009, and I took all the photos but didn't really do anything with it. And then in 2010, I went whole hog and I created a whole digital album with, I think I did 1 page per day. I might have even done 2 pages per day for my Week in the Life album. And I had lots of journaling and things I captured from social media, and I took a ton of pictures, and I went whole hog with it. And I was really happy with the result. You know, I had these pages in an album for me, and I even created a photo book to share with my mom. But the thing is, when I went back the next year to try to do Week in the Life, I didn't have that kind of time or energy anymore. At the time I was pregnant, I was very pregnant, and I just didn't want to go to that level of detail. And then in 2012, I had a baby who was still pretty small and very active, and she was still at home with me every day, and I just didn't have that kind of time to put into a Week in the Life album. I did some documentation, but for the most part, I was just taking photos. And so what it came down to, and I was thinking about this recently, is that it doesn't matter if I do a full spread like this and do a whole album, or if I do something a little simpler. The whole point of this project is to capture lots of little details of your everyday life in a short period of time, whether that's a day or a week, and to just give a snapshot of what your life was like during that year. And so what I did is I went into Lightroom and I created a little template where I could put 36 photos on 1 page. And it was just a little photo collage, and I haven't printed these yet to show you. And they'll be 8 by 8, so they can go in this album with my other Week in the Life projects. But they're a shorter and easier way that I can get things done. And I can use this template again in the future for this year's Week in the Life. And I can just have this album of little glimpses into our life when I want. And if I want to go into the details and do a longer project for Week in the Life, I can. But by finding that little shortcut that allowed me to reach my goal, which was capturing a Week in the Life, but in doing it faster and easier in a way that I still loved, still gives me a lot of satisfaction and totally meets my needs. And so I want to encourage you this week to, if there's a project that you haven't been able to keep up with, or if there's a project you've been putting off completing, is there a way that you can reframe that project and find a simpler solution, an easier solution that will allow you to finish it with less stress? And that was our weekly pep talk for this week. Thanks. The weekly pep talk is brought to you by Focus, the new class at Simple Scrapper to help you simplify your scrapbooking and focus on what matters most to you.